Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming 10 since 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. First carry now for David Montgomery. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Fields now to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Call that a 48-yard punt, and made even better by a loss on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end Andrews. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Mark Andrews. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Here's Jackson to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Let's go.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Play action. Now Jackson. Steps away to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Jackson now. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They'll try and pick it up with Cohen, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down. They go play action with Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Jackson rolling to his right. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
One more time with Dobbins. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. Touchdown! J.K. Dobbins. His 14th touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. See, it didn't seem like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
In to make the stop, Patrick Queen, the linebacker, the Ravens' leading tackler in 2020.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Play action. It's Fields. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Santos with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
On the return, Devin Duvernay. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now Jackson on 1st down. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the 27, Jackson. Flush to his right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Steps away. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. First down and more for Jackson. And avoids the contact by sliding. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
At their own 25-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Buying time to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history and tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. On first down, Dobbins nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. This is something that we saw quite a bit at Oklahoma, and we'll be seeing it more and more on the NFL level as well. Marquise Brown going Hollywood.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And they're going to bring him down just past the 15, and a flag down as well.
Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
They run. Montgomery fighting his way through contact and able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now Montgomery. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Now it's Fields. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
To the air again, Fields. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, here's Fields.
Dancing to his left. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Fields going to hold on to it.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Justin Fields
scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Jackson on first down. And this is caught by Watkins. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And that's caught out wide by Cooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On first down, it's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Eluding the pressure right. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago! Cole Kmet. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Santos with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Being chased out left.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
On first down, Dobbins. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
Down right around the 25. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
Here's Dobbins.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On 2nd down, Dobbins. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. So the final seconds tick away.